All right. Well, welcome to those that are watching this in the future. We're actually playing something that I haven't played in a very long time. Just a quick little game, I'm thinking it'll be. Maybe like a couple episodes. But yeah, this is Murder by Numbers again. It's a Picross based Picross based murder mystery game. Like Ace Attorney, maybe? So yeah, I figured I'd finish it. It shouldn't take too long. I may not read everything. A crowd of people gathered outside. Yellow cordon fluttered in the breeze. Something wasn't right. Frank Pritchell was dead. There's a hentai protagonist right there. Said it was suicide note in his apartment. Said he hadn't meant to kill Blake. Things got out of hand. He couldn't live with himself, the usual stuff. It tied everything up neatly enough for the police. Case closed. But it wasn't enough. Not for me. I wanted answers. I wanted to know why I was involved. And then, I wanted out. To run away, regroup, and salvage whatever was left of my life. Alright, goal is to play a couple things today. This, maybe like a little bonus thing, and then more Lego Racers. Little did I know the universe had a different plan for me. I must have left off before this actually finished, huh? Wait, did I do the second? No. That doesn't make sense. Why does it have an F on it? It's even using like the Ace Attorney text sounds, I guess you could say. It hadn't been the greatest start to the summer. The job I loved, my whole career was gone. I lost. I was lost. Oh, that's right. They were like working for a TV production. I think they were an actress. And that's the least of my worries. I hadn't seen a real body since Dad's funeral. But suddenly, oh, it was like a detective show. I was haunted by death. First Blake, and then the man who killed him. And somehow, in a way I couldn't begin to understand, I was the center of it all. The only good thing to come out of that day was meeting Scout. But he had problems of his own. Could he even understand what I was going through? Still, it was good to have someone to talk to. It was a nice feeling, comfortable. That's right, the little robot had like lost its memories, I think. I wondered how long it would last. See, what I tell you, your friends are late. Your friends are late. I said we should have taken a cab. Really want to miss your own awards show? I'll be here, Mom. I'm stuck in traffic. Dick Sanford is hosting this year. I bet he's not stuck in traffic. He's a professional. Ask Casey to drive me to the awards. Can't bail on him just because you invited yourself along at the last second. Well, it's not like you're going to bring a date, is it? Speaking of which, I saw Ryan the other day. Ryan and I are through, Mom. Divorced, it's over. He's wearing a shirt that looks like 90s arcade carpet. With that attitude, I'm kind of surprised. There's no substitute for a good man. I should know. Reminds me, I found something yesterday while I was cleaning out your drawer. I think it was an early birthday gift. My birthday was 3 months ago, Mom. Why have you always got to make such a big deal out of everything? Just take it! The Picrossing begins! Yeah, Picross is just a pixel puzzle game. You use the clues to solve the puzzles. I find them fairly relaxing and fairly easy. For the most part. Sometimes I suck at them. Is it a... Oh, I was gonna say like a pocket watch? I was like, trying to decide what it was. But again, I apologize for any weird green screen stuff behind me. It's like middle of the day, so the sun is bright, and that stuff shows up. I can't get rid of it because it's like a light red color. And if I got rid of a light red color, I'd get rid of like my face. Open it up, there's a photograph inside. Oh wow! Why is that police officer standing in front of the giant brown hat? It must be at least 25 feet in diameter. How big must the person who wears that hat be? I'll need to add this to my database. No, Scout. That's the Brown Derby in Wilshire. I loved that restaurant as a kid. And he isn't just any police officer. That's a photo of her father. Not that it's any of your business. Really, Honor. I don't know where you found this thing. It's not even human. Correct, I'm not human. I'm Scout. Better point that camera, blah, blah, blah. Don't start, Mom. I'm just happy that you found this photo. I don't have a lot of pictures of Dad. It's good to see you again. Thanks for this. I appreciate it. About time you showed up. I always thought you were unreliable, but this takes the cake. Ms. Mizrahi? Delightful to see you, as always. Honor, you didn't tell me your mother was coming. What was that? Doing? You could have warned me. I'd have brought my wooden stake. Sorry, I didn't know until today. Trust me, she wasn't exactly my first choice as a +1 either. 1 second, I think it's my phone. Honor, you know how my ankles get if I have to stand for too long. She seems fun. Uh-huh. Okay, we'll see you there. Bye. Becky said she doesn't need to ride anymore. She'll meet us there. Well, are we going? Are you two going to stand out here yapping until sundown? I'm going to sit in the car before I catch a cold. July? Have you considered putting yourself up for adoption? I guess we should get going. Right you are. Wouldn't want her heart to thaw out in that hot car, would we? Again. Boing. Ready for the Starshine Awards. Still kind of not processing, you know? I don't want to bug you, but the last time that you were this quiet was because of that douchebag. I was a little worried. Well, you shouldn't. No matter how bad things get, I'm never going back there, I promise. Have you spoken to your agent about any new roles? I can always put some feelers out amongst my stylist network, where you can hear everything. Truth be told, I haven't even told her. I don't want to rush into anything. My savings will last another couple of months, so I'll be fine. Of course you will. I mean, you got me, haven't you? I guess you get Scout, too. Although, just to clarify, it's still crazy that you have a literal flying robot. That's fine. I'm not jealous. Why is Dick Sanford hosting? Do you think it's a bit weird that Dick Sanford is hosting the awards? A retired chat show host is hardly going to bring in viewers, is he? You know, Mercine, the stylist that I know at the Late Show, she said it's because he runs the Starshine Committee, uses his clout to demand they make him the presenter. Sounds about right for this town. If he's been running the awards this long, he must be doing a good job, but can't say I particularly want to watch him. Me neither. No, Mom won't shut up about the guy. He's the only reason she's coming. Sorry, I just realized that I wanted to do something. Speaking of which, I think we better go soon. If your mom stares at me from that car much longer, she'll bore a hole in my head. It's been fun having Scout at my place, but I'm exhausted. The little guy's been soaking up information like a sponge ever since we watched Casablanca. We've watched 26 movies over the past 9 days. I wanted to see more, but Honor has run out of tapes. I'd warn you about getting square eyes from that much TV, but... not just TV, he read almost every book I own. He loved Dad Told Mystery novels. It's like Johnny Five. If I could learn techniques of all the great detectives, I might be able to find out where I came from. I can't believe anyone would build something as incredible as Scout and then just throw him away in a junkyard. Whoever they are, they don't deserve him anymore. Forget about them. I already did. That's the problem. Give it to me. Oh, be careful. It might be cursed. Alright. Sorry, I'm just like taking time to remember how to actually play. Oh, I've actually gone all out into decoration this year. There's the champagne waiter. Hey, hello, over here. Honor, what's up? Everyone's staring at us, at me. What do you expect? This is what you sign up for when you became an actress. I'm going to find our table. Do people know about what happened at the studio about Blake? You know, Hollywood, Honor. News travels fast. They'll get over it. What's the matter with you people? Yeah. you there in the cheap jacket. Maybe you should spend less time gawping at us and more time in front of a mirror. That wig isn't fooling anyone. Nicely. Oh, what's the X? Nicely done. I wish I could make that big an entrance. Ryan? What the hell are you doing here? Casey, loud and clueless as always. I'm here because I was invited. Were you? Or did Honor just bring you along out of pity? Oh, of course. I forgot they added an award for sleaziest ex-husband of the year. I'm rooting for you, Ryan. It's about time people recognize how good you were in that role. Thanks, Casey, but I can handle them. Would you go check on Mom? Make sure she's okay. Fine. Even she's a step up above this. She's a step up from this bottom feeder. I heard about your showrunner. Hard to believe that kind of thing can really happen, isn't it? Not when you've seen the body firsthand. You must have been overwhelmed. Sorry I wasn't there to help. Thanks, but I don't need your help. I did fine just on my own. Really? That's not what I heard. Is it true the murderer died before the cops could get to him and took a dive off the 10th floor? 2 dead in 1 day, and both times you were just a little too late? I gotta say, that doesn't sound just fine to me. But I guess you're still too proud to admit you need my help. I did the best I could under the circumstances. I'm sure you did. Just something to think about, I guess. Anyway, I've gotta go. Got some business to see to. Enjoy the ceremony. That was my ex-husband. He's an ass. That's not the definition I have on file for ass. What time does your wood show start? I can't wait to see what it's like. Not sure. I think I've got the details here somewhere. Have I got some sort of pamphlet? This doesn't have all of the nice capabilities as the Picross S series does. I missed the counter function. What is a flyer? Okay. Welcome to the 21st Annual Sunshine Awards, hosted by Dick Stanford. I know that name. Your mother has mentioned him 43 times so far today. Yeah, she's kind of obsessed. He used to host a late-night talk show, Backtalk. Says here he's getting a Lifetime Achievement Award to be presented by his former co-host, Kathleen Cartwright. It's about time, too. He's a legend. Mom, what are you doing? Did you find our table? Of course I did. But I'm not about to sit there alone with that Casey. I don't like the way that boy looks at me. No wonder he can't find a girlfriend. I don't have time to go into that right now. I can't see Dick anywhere. Did he have to cancel? Jesus, Mom, give it a rest, will you? He's probably backstage. These people, why don't they sit down so I can see? Hey, you with the serving tray, get out of the way! Becky! I never thought I'd say this, but thank God you're here. Me, Mrs. Starshine Awards? Never. I just had some stuff to deal with at home. You understand, Honor? We're always talking about how crazy your mom is. She said, what? Becky, this is my mom. Oh, hi. Heard so much about you. She's just kidding, Mom. Hey, I think that was him. Mr. Stanford. Dick! Dick, over here! It was fast for an old lady. Alright, I swear to God, if your mom gets us kicked out of the Starshine Awards, I better go find her before she does anything crazy. Mom? Mom, are you back here? I can't believe I'm actually trying to find my mom. Give me a moment to scan the area. I may be able to see where she went. I forget how this worked. Oh, that's right. It just blinks and you... It's like a hot or cold. Wait, what do we got? Bow tie. Is Dick dead? Interesting, bow tie. Bow tie. I hate to interrupt, but Mom wasn't wearing a bow tie. Perhaps not, but my scans indicate that this was moved very recently. In fact, based on the crumpled angle of the fabric, your mother could be... Coming this way! Someone's coming this way. What? Who? Oh, look, it's Dick. Ah, good. You care about the flowers? What flowers? The ones in my dressing room, girl. Are you deaf? Dick, so glad to have finally caught up with you. I just wanted to say what a big fan I... Sorry, I don't do autographs. How about those flowers? I specifically asked for Asiatic lilies, but you gave me Alstroemeria. An easy mistake. The Alstroemeria. Is this the new coffee machine? I'll take triple grande non-fat latte with no foam. So what do you have to say for yourself? Come on, I haven't got on date. What's that you got in your hand? It's a bow tie, but that thing again? I told you people before. Dick Stanford does not wear a clip-on. They're cheap and tacky. The damn things don't even get tight enough. Now I have to go on stage in my turtleneck. I'm going to look like some kind of amateur. I don't work here. No excuses. It was all in my contract. You'll be hearing from my lawyer about this. Wait, damn, I wanted to... So that's Dick Stanford, huh? What a guy. He's obviously stressed. When's this show supposed to be starting anyway? Mom, are you okay? What? Of course I'm okay. Why wouldn't I be? Dick was pretty rude. I know you're a big fan of Dick's, but you've got to admit he was pretty rude. He's just stressed. I'm sure he's not normally like that. He loves his fans. I'm not surprised he's a little on edge after he was all but forced into retirement. Imagine if your show was taken away from you. Well, if you ask me, Mr. Stanford has every reason to be upset. They made him retire just to replace him with that idiot Bobby Price, all because he isn't young or, what's the word, rad? Back in my day, radical meant some kind of hippie. I'm surprised you wanted to come tonight. I thought you didn't like award shows. Don't! Why would I want to see a bunch of overpaid nobodies getting awards just for standing around on camera? Thanks, Mom. Don't give me that look. You know how I feel about modern television. All style, no substance. What about Dick Stanford? He works in TV, and you're his biggest fan. He's completely different! He's got style, he's got flair, he's got a huge stick up his class. That's what sets Dick Stanford apart from the rest. He's a dying breed, Honor. You said he was going to be here. I knew I had to come and support him. What about me? I shows up for an award too, you know. Why do you have to always make everything about you? You know Ryan's here. He's the last person I want to talk to right now. Kind of bump into him occasionally. He's got good connections. I always said he had a head for business. I don't find a man like him every day. Thank God for that. Just trying to be civil. It's not his fault you decided to leave him. Alright, let's go back to main stage. Where have you been? They're about to start. I wouldn't want you miss anything when I get called up to collect Best Actress. When? You even watched this season? I killed it. There's no way I'm not taking home that trophy. You keep quiet? Dick is about to come on. Oh, she's obsessed with Dick. Yes, ma'am. Welcome, everybody, to the 21st Annual Starshine Awards. I'm Dick Stanford, and I'm Kathleen Cartwright. I'm gonna tell you, Dick, it's so good to be back on stage with you tonight. Thank you, Kathleen. Well, isn't this a wonderful reunion? I said we make a great team. Now, before we begin with the awards, I want to say how grateful I am to all of you out there who have supported me since my retirement. My fans mean everything to me. I may not have my show anymore, but I have your support. Let me tell the world tonight, Dick Stanford is not dead yet. Oh god, he's gonna end up dying, isn't he? Thank you. Now on to the awards. We begin with Best Actress. These lovely ladies have graced our screens this year with their beauty and poise. And some of them managed to remember their lines, too. Yes. Starshine Committee has nominated some very talented actresses this year. Very true, the competition was fierce. There can only be one winner. There was one name in particular that we just couldn't ignore. Now, my lovely assistant Kathleen here will do the honors and open up the golden envelope. Winner is Sarah O'Hara for Oklahoma Dreaming. Big round of applause for Sarah, everyone. What a champ. I'm so happy for her. Well deserved. Really, she earned it. Thank you, people, for staring. Let him stare. This is a travesty. It's gotten into you, girl. Keep your voice down. I'm sick of keeping my voice down. Oh my god, what? These awards are a joke. I worked my ass off for 4 years. What do I have to show for it? I thought this would finally be my year, but no, Sarah O'Freakin-Hara, are you kidding me? Well, guess what? You're all dead to me! Uh-oh, that's a bad thing to say in a murder mystery. I guess it's someone's time of the month, am I right? No. What a terrible old man. Bloody hell, Becky just made Sally Field look reserved. You hate me. You really hate me. Tough crowd. I had better go after her. So, Ms. Mizrahi, you enjoying your evening so far? It's no good. She locked herself in the restroom. I think she dropped something on her way out. Let me take a look. It was her dignity. Sorry about the fan noises. It's hot. Yeah, freaking 111 degrees out there? Jesus. Granted, yesterday was like 120. Torn up speech. Aww. Thank you, everyone. I can't tell you how good it feels to finally receive the award for Best Actress. Mom, Dad, if you're watching, I told you I could do it. This must have been Becky's acceptance speech, but her parents didn't even turn up. They must be heartbroken. Crazy night, huh? I'm Bobby Price. Oh, he's the replacement host? Sounds familiar. Have we met? Not until now. Hey, aren't you that girl from the news? The one that solved a murder? And this must be your little robot dude. That's dope. No, I am Scout. Bobby Price, what are you doing here? Oh, that's how I know your name. You ought to be ashamed to be in the same building as Dick Stanford. You stole his show. What are you talking about? I didn't steal anything. Can't you people leave me alone? You think you're so cool with your clothes and your hair. Dick's show went to hell when you took over. You threw out everything the fans loved. Only you idiots. Only thing you idiots kept was the title. Ask me, you should have changed it. Back talk, more like crap talk. Mom. I should get out of here. I think the show's about to start again. But Honor, we should talk sometime. I'd love to have you on for an interview. Thanks. I'll think about it. You'll do no such thing. He only wants to boost his ratings before he gets canceled. Dick's got you all brainwashed, I swear. Next time I see him. Dude, this lady's mother needs to shut the hell up. See, what did I tell you? Network TV is full of idiots. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to present this year's Lifetime Achievement Award. There aren't many as well loved in television as tonight's winner. While he may have retired, I'm sure we'll be talking about him for years to come. I'm pleased to be able to give this award and these lovely flowers to my old co-star, Dick Stanford. These flowers smell incredible. You know how much I love clematis. Thank you, everyone. I spent over 20 years on television, so I learned a little something about what makes a successful show, and Sorry, it's warm up here. Was he poisoned? Was it something in the flowers? I never thought my show would... Sorry about this, folks. Dick, are you okay? Have you been drinking? What? No, I don't... So hot in here. And all these people staring. They're waiting to hear from you, Dick. Why don't you tell them about our show? Our show? You mean my show? No, not mine anymore. Now it's his. What are you talking about? Perhaps you'd better go and lie down. Bobby Price, that sniveling little... They gave him my show. 20 years and I'm tossed out like... What? What are y'all staring at? Y'all think I'm crazy, don't you? Well, let me tell you something. I don't feel so good. I don't know what to say. I'm very sorry y'all had to see that. I'm sure he'll be better once he's slept it off. Poor Dick, he looked terrible. What do you think was wrong with him? You mean besides being a terrible human being? The poor man's obviously having some kind of nervous breakdown. I'm going to go and check on him if no one else will. You've got to admire her dedication. I don't get it. We met Dick backstage and he was a complete jackass. At least he was living up to his name. But Mom refuses to accept it. She's acting like nothing even happened. If you leave something for long enough, sometimes you don't want to see the truth. I can think of a lot of people that are like that. Especially if it hurts. Maybe you're right. Looks like the show's finishing up. I guess we can forget about taking home any awards tonight. Why bother inviting all of us out here if we weren't going to win anything? Let's see if we had anything better to do on a Tuesday night. Touché. Although, there's a drag bingo at a club not far from here. We could go tonight. With your mother? Good point. Let's just head home. Drop her off, then go. That about wraps up everything on yet another wonderful evening. Many thanks to all our award winners. On behalf of the Starshine Committee, stop everything. Dick Stanford is dead! Somebody doesn't have any tact. What? Dick's dead? Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. I know a dead body when I see one. I'll call the police. Mom? I went backstage. His door was open and he was... Sharon, did you see who it was? Where did they go? Leave her alone, Ryan. She's in shock. Are you a paramedic? I'm just trying to help. You want to help? Go get her a glass of water. Come on, Mom. You should sit down. He's just lying there, staring up the ceiling. You don't want my help? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, there's been a tragedy here tonight. We're lucky enough to have a famous detective in the house. Honor Miss Rahi, everyone. What the hell, Ryan? No need to be modest, Honor. We've read all about how you solved the murder of Blake Patterson. Honor, what's he talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. It seems we haven't all read about it. Did you know that your daughter is a hotshot detective now, Miss Rahi? Ryan, stop, please. It's not true, Mom. I'm sure Honor will only be too happy to kick off tonight's investigation. How about we give her a big hand, ladies and gentlemen? Why are you doing this? You better get to the crime scene, Honor. You don't want to be too late yet again. He is a douchebag. Looks like there's something on his neck. He's really... Don't think you can walk away from me, Honor Miss Rahi. What's going on? Is it true what Ryan said? Someone died? You've been acting like some kind of detective? I've acted like a detective for years. I've acted like some kind of detective for years, Mom. That was my job. Don't smart mouth me. You know what I mean. Is it true? Yes, but it was just... I don't want to hear it! What were you thinking? It's bad enough you gave up your degree to become a low-rent TV actress, but now this? Mom, Dick Stanford is dead. Are you going to help or not? Maybe I should go put Dick's flowers in some water. They're starting to wilt already. Mom, wait. Kind of early to be collecting flowers for the funeral, isn't it? Don't you have someplace else to be? Hey, I'm just here to watch the Great Detective at work. I'm not a detective. I just... Stay out of my way, okay? Do you really have to stand there? Oh, now you want to talk to me? I can't believe you caught me out on stage like that. You had no right. I ain't even told Mom about what happened yet. Yeah, I got that impression. Real healthy relationship you've got there. As if you're any kind of authority on what makes a healthy relationship. I'm just giving you a chance. A chance to what? Just to screw up? Just do whatever you think is best. You're the detective, remember? Who knows, maybe you'll get lucky again, and if not, there's no shame in admitting you need help. What do you think happened to Dick? He's out of his mind. If that stage performance was anything to go by, probably went nuts and killed himself. Really think he would do that? You're the detective. You tell me. Do you think of anyone who might have wanted to hurt Dick? No. But you have connections to people in the TV business. You may have heard something. Yeah, I know people, but I don't pay attention to industry drama. It's almost like someone's trying to ruin her reputation. Hello! How's it going? Were we able to test out the games you had gotten the other day? You were telling me about yesterday? No, that's not right. I made a mistake somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Speaking of that stuff, 2 seconds. I have it here, right? Went on a tank rampage. Taking my anger on the police, pretending they're Nintendo's. Oh my. A lot of dislike there. Actually, I can show you something. I was thinking about what you had said, so I figured I would, I'd show you the things that, like, I had in my collection. So, like, these are my PS2 games. Mainly this Final Fantasies, and some extra stuff. Metal Gears, of course. These Shadow Hearts games are actually still sealed. Sealed from the day that I bought them. But yeah, just a couple things like that. Luminous is one of my favorite. And I also have... I got like PS1 games. Again, mostly Final Fantasy stuff. Mostly Square stuff. But yeah, like Chrono Cross, Brave Fencer Musashi, all of the Final Fantasy, like anthology and tactics and stuff. Legend of Dragoon. I also have like my original Xbox stuff. I like the Buffy games, Burnout, Conquer, Crazy Taxi 3 was really good on the original Xbox. Freaking Enter the Matrix and Fable. Halos, of course, Jade Empire. Those two Matrix games, Ninja Gaiden, Red Dead Revolver, Shenmue, and then those lovely Knights of the Old Republic games. It's Steel Battalion too, I have that controller for it. Got like a few Dreamcast games. I don't have much for Dreamcast, but Crazy Taxi 1 and 2, Shenmue, Jet Force, Jet Set Radio. I used to have a couple more, but I gave them to a friend. And then these are like my portion of my GameCube games. GameCube, Nintendo stuff is what I predominantly have. So all the Zeldas, Metroids, Pikmin, Paper Mario, the Star Wars games, Monkey Ball, Mario Sunshine, Tales of Symphonia, Smash Brothers, Beautiful Joe. And I had like one more picture. Yeah, like Beyond Good and Evil, Animal Crossing, Eternal Darkness, F-Zero GX, which sadly I don't have like a proper case for. I'll need to like print out a proper thing for it. I've got more. I've got like a whole bunch of other just like classic video game stuff. But yeah, yes, Final Fantasy X. I own every single Final Fantasy. Thanks. I actually do have a way to stream all of them. I can basically stream anything that I own. It's just a matter of whether I want to or not. I do intend on like streaming basically everything that I have. At least at some point in time. But yeah, I was thinking about what you were saying about like having a collection and stuff like that, and I've gone out of my way over the last like few years to purposely pick up specific games that I was interested in. Yeah, I thought you might get a kick out of that. Spill. That can suggest some kind of struggle, maybe. It smells like whiskey. Whiskey? Fermented grain liquor. Pairs well with beef and wild mushrooms. Would you say this smells domestic or imported? I've got a whole bunch of other like NES and Super Nintendo and N64, Game Boy and DS and things like that. But I figured I would stick with like the era that you were sort of talking about. It's when you know so much about whiskey. I scanned a copy of Rise and Shine magazine in the lobby earlier. Philip Marlowe's fascination with alcohols. It's finally starting to make sense. If I remember the next time I'm up in my room, I'll take a picture of those too, and I'll share. But yeah, I have a huge collection of stuff like that. I wouldn't say that it's huge. I have, in my opinion, a large collection. Like that was Dick Stanford's fascination too. He must have been drinking it before he went up for his award. I can't believe we're really doing this. You can't, but you know I'm good at finding things. Not just that, everything. The Wii's like the transition from old to modern Nintendo for you. Yeah, I do. I can see that. I've got a fairly large collection of Wii games as well. Then everything. We're doing detective work again. How did that happen? I plan on giving away my Just Dance Wii games. Yeah, I would give them away too. I have Mario DDR. I thought we were done when we saw Blake's murder. That was just a one-off thing, wasn't it? We may not have to be been looking for a mystery to solve, but a mystery has found us. And besides, we still have the matter of my memory loss to solve. Families? Oh, yard sale? Unless you think we should stop. No, we've already started. Might as well do as much as we can before the police get here. And after that, I don't know yet. So I guess that means we're partners again. Just like in the movies. Here's looking at you, Scout. Alright, let's keep going. Puzzle start. Look, It's a dead body. That wasn't exactly helpful. There we go. You found handprints all over his neck. Honor, look at this. There are handprints on Dick's neck. Somebody choked Dick. He was strangled. Strangulation, death by external obstruction of the windpipe, stopping the flow of air to the lungs. Air is important because it contains oxygen, which the brain requires to function. Perhaps it's analogous to my primary bus being obstructed. Or maybe. Maybe. That's everything for my quick scan. Should I make more detailed sweep? Not yet. We've got enough to suggest what happened here. Ooh! You have a theory already? I can't wait to hear it. Dick was murdered. Dick was murdered. Someone must have been waiting for him backstage. It was my mother! The mother will be blamed, but she wasn't the culprit. The whiskey suggests he was drunk, so he couldn't have put up much of a fight. The killer only had to put his hands around his neck and lights out for Dick Stanford. Scout, was that a quip? It's a quote from one of your detective novels, but I'm working on a routine to make it my own. I've got to admit, I'm impressed. No, really, not bad for someone with no experience or training. Who knows? Maybe this time you can catch the killer before he jumps off the 10th floor balcony? Douchebag. Honor, what are you doing here? I'm trying to figure out what happened here. I thought it made this clear last time. You are not a detective. And as for this toaster of yours, it's got no feelings, no intuition. It undermines all the principles of good police work. Don't you at least want to hear what we found? Absolutely not! I've got trained forensics team coming in. I can only hope you two idiots haven't contaminated all the evidence. Now get out of my crime scene! He didn't seem too pleased to see us. Oh, well, that's not going to stop us now, right? Right! Let's find some more evidence. Lights, action, camera. 2. The more full rows you can clear off with these things, the easier they become. Hip flask. Was Dick drunk, or was it just his killer? It smells just like the whiskey we found in Dick's dressing room. Do you think this was his hip flask? If it was, how'd it get out here? I was gonna say, it's not gonna have me do the same puzzle again. Celeb Life. An ode of Celeb Life with a feature on Nick Stanford. This must have been written just after he retired. Looks like your typical puff piece, all about what a great guy he is. Here's something for your database, Scout. Gossip Magazine Celeb Life, like Celeb Life, are total garbage for people that don't have lives themselves. I've added this to my database. Thank you, Honor. That's weird. The last page has been torn out. All that's left are the first 2 words. However, rumors. I wonder what the rest of the article said. The real cops are finally here. You ready to let them take over now? Not just yet. Did you know Dick? I've met a couple of times. Can't say I liked him. The guy was always blowing his own horn, really. Surprised you didn't get along. Sounds like you had a lot in common. Funny. Do you think of anyone who might have wanted to hurt him? Not offhand. That's the thing with this town. You never really know anyone. Tell me about it. What do you think about Bobby Price? Looks nervous, doesn't he? And again, I can't blame him. I hear his show is pretty close to getting cancelled. What's your impression of Kathleen? I don't trust her. She's hiding something. But sure, it's not just because she's smart and a woman. I got no problem with smart women. As long as they're not smarter than you. Are we still talking about Kathleen? Get that away from me. Damn it, Honor, you know what? You know I can't stand the smell of whiskey. A week before we got married, you got wasted and crashed his dad's yacht in the San Diego Pier. I don't know what was worse, the broken arm or the 3-day hangover. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, doesn't look like I'm gonna get anywhere else with him. Well, the people are gone. What if the killer got away? Not everyone. Bobby and Kathleen are over there. I guess the cops are focusing on anyone with a direct connection to Dick. I mean, Kathleen is wearing gloves. Prime murder suspect garb right there. I feel like a printer. Not that that's a bad thing. I kind of like it when the puzzles just come together. wallet? Someone must have dropped this without realizing. It's nice, real leather. I wonder who it belongs to. We should try to return it. There's no ID inside, just small bills and a check stub for $50,000. It was paid today, but I can't see what it was paid to, just an account number. Can I assume from your facial expression that $50,000 is a lot? It's a hell of a lot. Maybe even enough to kill for. You know, I could be wrong, but I think Ryan used to have a wallet like this. Oh. What? Oh, it's you. Sorry, this whole thing with Dick has got me kind of bugged. Is it true that what that guy said up on stage? Are you trying to find the killer? I'm trying to find out what happened to Dick. Just like you did back on your TV at your TV studio? Damn. From playing a detective to being a real one. That's a wild career change. I'm not exactly a real detective. I'm just trying to help. Oh, sure, it's cool. Wait, you don't think I did it, do you? Not like that. Why would I throw my whole career away just to murder some old guy? No secret you and Dick don't get along. And when you left our table during the ceremony, you said you were going to give him a piece of your mind. That was just talk. Why would I pick a fight with Dick Stanford? If anything, he hated me for taking over his show. Do you know if anyone else wanted to hurt him? Probably a long list. He acts nice in public, but in real life, he's got a reputation. Have you talked to Kathleen? She put up with his grumpy ass for years. Or how about that chick who started screaming about how she should have won Best Actress? Becky. Much as I may dislike her, she's not a killer. Sure about that? She looked crazy enough to do anything. Pretty cute, though. Did Kathleen not get along with Dick? Did Kathleen not get along with Dick? They seemed kind of tense on stage. She had to work with Dick every day for almost 20 years. Forget tense. I'm surprised she's still sane. The girl who wanted to win Best Actress was Becky Hall. She plays the lead in my show, Murder Mystery. Murder Mystery. I thought she looked familiar. She's pretty pissed about not getting that award. That's a big deal for her. I guess if anything could drive her to murder. People do crazy things sometimes. Make mistakes in the heat of the moment. Doesn't make them a bad person. Hey, are you friends with her? I'd love to get her number. To get her on Backtalk. I mean, I bet she'd be a great guest. You took over Backtalk, right? Is that when your problem with Dick started? Having the guy being named Dick. So many of these sentences can be taken out of context. Yeah, and that asshole knows how to hold a grudge. I hadn't been on air 10 minutes, he was already talking shit about me to the press. He's too flashy, he's ruined the show. Sure, we updated things a little, but come on, man, that set hadn't changed in 1979. Could you just ignore him? Sure, but then all the hate mail started coming in. He's got all these crazy fans. The ratings crashed. How are you talking about canceling the show? So your TV career was threatened by Dick? What would you say that made you angry? Well, yeah, but I wouldn't kill the guy over it. Do I have any evidence that I could show him? After all, everyone here has two hands. This is serious, Bobby. Not because I'm guilty or anything, just the whole situation. Someone spilled liquor, you know anything about it? Ooh, whiskey. It must have been his. Is it yours? Detectives always have them in the movies. Never seen one in real life before. Have you read the Celeb Life article about Dick? No, seeing his photo on the front cover was enough to put me off. There were some rumors going around about Dick. Figures. A lot of my crew worked on the old show with him. From what I hear, he wasn't exactly easy to work with. Anything bad enough that someone might have wanted to kill him? Sorry, don't remember. We'll talk to his co-host. I hear you're investigating what happened to Dick. I wish you the best luck. Dick was strangled. I guess you've heard by now, Dick was strangled. And you happen to be wearing gloves. Oh, God, please, don't tell me anymore. I'd rather hear you think about it. How long did you and Dick work together on Backtalk? Oh, many years. I've heard people say it's hard to imagine there was a time before I was on the show. You weren't there from the start? I didn't join until the second season. They wanted someone who could attract more viewers. You should have seen the outfits they tried to squeeze me into. Hardly more than swimsuits some days. It's horrible. That's television, but I stood my ground. I like to think I made a difference. How was your relationship with Dick? Oh, we got on just fine. Really? When we met him, he was kind of an ass. This is Hollywood. Everyone has their problems. I'm a professional. And people who complain get a reputation. Besides, no one wants to hear about a backstage drama. They'd rather just relax and enjoy the show. Although, I don't think anyone was expecting the show they saw tonight. Do you know Ryan Blackstock? He was on stage earlier. Being a tall, blonde, and handsome, I was wondering who that was. Funniest thing, I saw him with Dick earlier today. They were getting lunch at Dylan's on Fairfax. I wanted to call it Dylan. Lunch? Why would Ryan be getting lunch with Dick Stanford? I guess it's as good as mine. Never was. It wasn't going very well. It seemed like they were arguing. I wish I could tell you more, but I was in a cab at the time. I only caught a glimpse. I don't think it could be related to what happened to Dick, do you? Huh. What do you know about Bobby Price? He's talented. He's got big shoes to fill if he wants to keep hosting Backtalk. He doesn't seem to be much of a fan of Dick. I never saw eye to eye. Dick hated having the show taken away from him, and Bobby hated working on Dick's shadow. Hated it enough to kill Dick. Bobby is young, ambitious, and impulsive. More than that, I can't say. Dick used to hate those things. Funny, isn't it? It can be so hard to remember these things while someone's alive, but after they're gone, even the smallest detail seems unforgettable. I was so pleased when I found out they wanted me to give Dick his award. I've been waiting for a moment like this for a long time. Now it's all over, and nothing will ever be the same again. Why are you showing me that? Does this belong to Dick? I don't think so. You saw what it was like on stage tonight, drunk as a sailor. Is there a chance that the hip flask belongs to anyone else? We should investigate every possibility. Well, it could be Bobby's. I've heard he started drinking to cope with stress. The production team aren't happy. Imagine going through all the trouble of rebuilding the talk show. That's where the new host would get carted off to rehab. You seen this article about Dick and Celeb Life? Of course! Dick was very proud of his front page billing. I'm guessing he was less happy when he saw how the article ended. Something about rivers? We're still missing part of the article. Let me guess, the entire last page was torn out. Dick did that to every copy he could get his hands on. He never could take criticism very well. Personally, I think it's good that these magazines do a little digging occasionally. Call it investigative journalism if you like. So, you think there's some truth to the rumors they printed? Can you tell us more about what they were? Saved by the Bell. Any idea who this might be? Mr. Bobby Bryce has a drinking problem. He'll deny it, I'm sure, but I've heard plenty of stories. A way to calm his nerves, I suppose. What do you think he's nervous about? Oh, the usual. His performance, his ratings. Dick giving him a hard time. Now, a murder, too. It's no wonder the kid has issues. Do you know Ryan Blackstock? I've heard Dick was arguing with Ryan Blackstock earlier today. Do you know him? Know anything about that argument? Ryan who? Sorry, I don't know the guy. In fact, I've seen Dick with a hip flask backstage. It's probably his. I saw how he acted on stage. The guy was drunk and an ass. So the guy is fishy about alcohol. Kathleen says she saw you and Dick arguing over lunch earlier today. Care to explain? That was nothing. We were talking about some business. Things got a little out of hand. It happens. Except in this case, the other guy turned up dead a few hours later. What, you think I did it? What is it with you? You've always got to turn me into a bad guy. Just following up on the available evidence. It's nothing personal. I think this scout thing is a bad influence on you. I'm serious. I do my best to support you, but you don't make it easy. Hey, you found my wallet. Couldn't help noticing you wrote a big check today. You went through my stuff? You just can't help checking up on me, can you? Don't flatter yourself. I wanted to see whose wallet it was. So, what was the money for? Nothing, just business. $50,000 of business? That's a lot of nothing. I don't have to explain myself to you. You still here? What did forensics find? We're still waiting on blood tests, but in my professional opinion, Dick Stanford was strangled to death. We knew that already. Oh, well, we also found whiskey spilled on the floor. Telltale sign of a struggle. Yep, we knew that too. Jesus H. Christ. How about the door handle? I guess we missed that one. Haha! See, that's why you should leave this thing to the professionals. We know to check for prints. You found prints? That's great. Well, not exactly. The handle was wiped clean. It smells like the killer cleaned it with the whiskey. The alcohol would have acted as a solvent. Very effective solution. So let me get this straight. The only new thing you found is where some fingerprints used to be. But look, it's not about who found what. It's about coming to the right conclusions. And that takes experience, expertise, and intuition. You want conclusions? We've already got two suspects, Bobby Price and Ryan Blackstock. That's so. What's your evidence against Bobby? Hip flask. I found this hip flask backstage. It contains the same whiskey as we found on the crime scene. And I've heard Bobby Price has a drinking problem. Interesting. It needs more evidence to back it up, but it's a good start. How about your other suspect? What's that Silver Spoon Blackstock kid got to do with this? Ryan Blackstock was seen arguing with Dick this afternoon. Not much on its own, but he also signed a check today for $50,000. Bodies have a nasty habit of showing up when there's that much money at stake. And Ryan isn't exactly trustworthy. Oh, you know him. He's my ex-husband. He's also manipulative. And an ass! I'm going to assume he picked that up from you. What can I say? He's a fast learner. Okay, I'll admit you found a couple of good leads. I'll follow up on them as soon as I finish my report. Can we at least keep looking for more evidence? No way! You're lucky I don't arrest you now for interfering in an investigation. Get out of here, will you? Can't afford any more liabilities. The captain's got me under a microscope on this one. Let's continue looking for evidence. thought I told you to leave you alone. You know, you're starting to become predictable, Detective. You're starting to become a real pain in my ass. Do you want something, or are you just here to bug me? Honor's mother dropped her bag in here earlier. We'd like to look for it. Your mother, huh? Yes, her bag. That's why we're here. Alright, but do it quietly. I got paperwork to finish. Good thinking, Scout. Since when did you know since when did you know how to lie like that? It was one of the many things I learned from those detective movies, along with the snappy one-liner subroutine I mentioned earlier. You'll have to show me later. Right now, we better look for clues before Cross realizes what we're really doing in here. Thankfully, these things are, like, fairly easy. Medallion! Some kind of coin, but I don't recognize the currency. That's not a coin, that's a medallion. They give these to recovering alcoholics. And according to the evidence, Dick Stanford has been sober for 40 years. If that's true, then the spilled whiskey must belong to the killer. I'd say that I would love it for, I would love for it to be her ex-husband. But I feel that would be too neat and tidy. Find this thing. A PDA. Oh, that's right. It's like set in the 90s. This must belong to Dick. Looks like it's password protected. Can you hack into it, Scout? Sorry, Honor. This is a little embarrassing, but I don't have the right cable. I got an interface with devices bearing an RS-232 port. This device's interface is proprietary. I need some kind of adapter to connect to the PDA. I can't access the data without it. Got it. Well, let me know if you see one around here. I think we found everything we can in here, at least while Cross is watching. A password-protected PDA and a medallion. Is that enough to crack the case? I don't know about the PDA, but the medallion definitely raises some interesting questions. If Dick doesn't drink alcohol, and the whiskey and the hip flask it was spilled from is a direct link to the killer. And I think we have a pretty good idea who it belongs to. What are you yammering about? I don't mind you looking for your mom's bag, but can't you do it quietly? We just found it, actually. We'll get out of your hair. Enjoy your paperwork, detective. It's incredible. She's so much like him. You look like you lost something. Need any help? Oh, hi. Lost something? No. Are you sure? I can find anything. It's cool. It's cool. I'm just trying to find the men's room. I thought you said you weren't looking for anything. I guess I did. Anyway, I'll just be... Oh, that was weird. The hip flask was Dick's, but he hadn't had a drink in over 40 years. What? Well then, it must belong to somebody else. What about that Ryan guy? Can't pin this on me. I didn't do anything. Dick doesn't drink. I don't, man. I don't have all the answers. You're the detectives around here. your thoughts on the case? I bet you've already figured it out who did it. Spare me the flattery, Miss Rahi. You're not getting my permission to investigate. I'm just waiting for the forensics report to show up. Then I'm starting the interviews. Forensics report? We already know Dick was strangled. Right, and any amateur can see that as he demonstrated. We still need to know the details, time of death, blood test, that sort of stuff. I'd rather be collecting evidence instead of waiting for paperwork, but I've got to make sure I follow procedure to the letter, after what happened on the last case. I can't help but feel kind of responsible. Good. One of the many reasons why I don't want you getting involved again. It's all my paperwork. You never struck me as the academic type. And his orders. I gotta do this one strictly by the book. Everyone in the station has been giving me hell since the case at your studio. I arrested the wrong guy. The murderer escaped, and all the crucial evidence was found by an amateur and a talking alarm clock. Sorry, we're not trying to ruin your reputation, detective. Ruin my reputation? They already think I'm too old for casework. The department's full of know-it-all kids these days. I'm trying to tell them something stinks about the way Frank Critchell died. They won't listen. You seemed surprised when I mentioned my mom. I did. I guess I was just shocked at the thought there might be another version of you walking around. Another me. You couldn't be further from the truth. That's what everyone says, but we all end up like our parents, one way or another. You mentioned Frank Critchell. That's the guy who killed Blake, right? Right. Jumped off the 10th floor before I could get to him. A little suicide note, no evidence of forced entry. But you don't think he killed himself? I don't know what I think yet. What I do know is that I've been working cases since before you were in diapers, and I've learned to trust my gut. It's telling me there's something screwy about the way Frank Critchell died. Oh, let's try this one. Sure, okay. You know, I get the feeling Bobby really was looking for something. Do you think there's evidence hidden here? Take a look around. The hell is this? Handkerchief. silk handkerchief? That's weird and kind of gross. Perhaps Bobby dropped it when he left? Maybe. It doesn't strike me as a silk handkerchief type. What do these embroidered letters indicate? Don't sneeze. DS. Scout. This must belong to Dick Stanford. But Dick died in his dressing room. What's his handkerchief doing here? Why does it smell like whiskey? Where'd you get that? We found it in the main hall, right where you were standing earlier. It's not mine. I know. The monogram says it was Dick's. That's great. I mean, that's great detective work. The weird thing is, it smells of whiskey. Maybe he liked the smell? Yeah, would you join me in the dressing room for a second? Why, Honor? Yes, let's go. Bye then. Are you ever gonna let me finish this damn report? I don't need to. We've got all the evidence you need. You've been investigating? Do you even realize how much danger you're putting yourself in? There's a strangler out there. I know, and we think it's Bobby Price. He wanted revenge on Dick for sabotaging his TV career. Dick hated him for taking over Backtalk. He used his influence to attack Bobby in the press. Bobby's ratings hitting rock bottom. He's on the verge of cancellation. Tonight, Bobby had to sit and watch the guy who was ruining his career got a Lifetime Achievement Award. That pushed him over the edge. He waited backstage for Dick to go back to his dressing room, and then he strangled him. Nice theory. The only thing we got on Bobby, tying Bobby to the room is that hip flask. And he says it belongs to Dick. That's where new evidence comes in. Medallion and handkerchief. We found Dick's sobriety medallion. He's been sober for over 40 years. Which means Bobby was lying. The hip flask is his. Sobriety medallion? Where the hell did you find that? In here, detective. In here? You said you were looking for a handbag. Yes, Scout, we did say that. It's not about who found what. It's about coming to the right conclusions. A load of crap. Where'd you learn that? Amateur Detective Hour? Or Eat Monthly? You said it earlier this evening. Well, I can't believe I'm getting outsmarted by a toaster oven. Which brings me to the issue of Dick's handkerchief. When we found Bobby backstage, he was clearly looking for something. So we had a look in the main hall, around where Bobby had just been. And we found a silk handkerchief that wasn't there earlier. This thing stinks of booze. I think something happened to make Bobby nervous. Really nervous. So nervous he needed a drink to calm his nerves. You think he killed Dick? He has the means, the motive, and the opportunity. But he wasn't prepared for how it would affect him. He was shaking so bad he dropped his hip flask. What about the handkerchief? He just killed Dick and spilled his drink everywhere. He was desperate to clean up the evidence and get out before anyone found him. So he grabbed the nearest piece of cloth and used it to mop up the spill. And the fingerprints on the doorknob as he left. I'll be damned, it all fits. Not bad for an amateur, huh? If it wasn't for this goddamn report, hell with this paperwork. I think it's about time we had a chat with Bobby Price. Don't start congratulating yourself yet, Miss Rocky. This isn't over. So, that's the evidence against you. I didn't say it for yourself. I didn't mean to do it. I just wanted to talk to him. All that talking? I'm guessing you didn't like his answer. I didn't get an answer. He came backstage with his award and completely ignored me. Walked straight past like it didn't even exist. I've put up with a lot of his crap since I took over Backtalk, but that was too much. I busted down his door and I didn't want to kill the guy. I just got carried away. I swear I barely touched him. Not knowing your own strength is no defense against murder, Mr. Price. I'm taking you in. Don't go anywhere, Miss Rahi. We still need to talk about this detective hobby of yours. Where were you? You missed the fireworks. Is Detective Cross still here? No, you just missed him. He left with Bobby. What's up? An urgent package arrived for him. I told the police officer I would give it to Detective Cross personally. They just let you have it? I told them I'm Detective Cross's new personal assistant. They seemed impressed. I think I referred you when you didn't know how to lie. What was the delivery? Not sure, but it must be important. Is this going to be evidence that would say that Bobby is not the murderer and we've got another mistake on our hands? But he did just confess. What is it? A blood test! This must be the forensics report Cross was waiting for. Oh my, if I'm reading this right, then these blood results mean... What? What does it mean? I'd state this across. This changes everything. What changes everything? He had something in his system! It's most likely in the flowers. Detective Cross, where's Bobby? Talking to his lawyer. Why? Dick's blood test came back, and well, see for yourself. I don't believe it. This says, and that means Bobby Price couldn't have killed Dick Stanford because he was already dead. I don't understand. Bobby confessed. Robo's got a point. There were strangulation marks on Dick's throat. I never said Bobby was lying. He did strangle Dick, but that wasn't what killed him. According to his blood test, Dick was poisoned. He died before Bobby even laid a finger on him. Should check his mother, or should check her mother for because she touched the flowers too. Telling me Bobby Price strangled a corpse? I don't even know if that's illegal or not. But that means whoever killed Dick is still loose. not for long. We got the whole building on lockdown. Whoever it is, we've got them cornered. That means there's still time. Let's go! Wait a second. How did you get out of the building? One of your officers thinks I'm your personal assistant. Gee, I don't know how they got that idea. You know, you two make a great argument for early retirement. What happens to Bobby now? He's out on bail. One of the benefits of being a TV star, I guess. Good lawyers. So he's gone? What if we still need to question him about something? He's not going anywhere. One of the conditions of his bail is that he cooperates with the investigation. Don't forget, I've done this 100 times. I know what I'm doing. Unlike you. Detective, I saw you taking Bobby Price into custody. I always knew he was trouble. In that case, I'm sorry to disappoint you, he's innocent. Innocent, are you sure? I found the evidence myself, Mom. Dick was poisoned. Don't worry, we'll catch the real killers soon. I've just about enough of this. How many times am I going to tell you, you're not detectives? But I don't want to hear it. Let it slide when it was about your friend, but this? You're out of your depth, Miss Rahi. Really want to help? Here's a job for you. A hot pink 4x4 was double parked out front. It was getting towed as we arrived. Why don't you use those detective skills of yours to find the owner? They need to go collect it from the impound lot. A new mystery to solve? Forget about it, Scout. He's just trying to keep us out of his way. You're damn right I am. You think this stupid car is more important than finding a murderer? Absolutely not. But I think it's the only thing I'm going to let you investigate around here. Take it or leave it. Perhaps we should just investigate the car, Hunter. Whose side are you on? I've even got your first piece of evidence. They checked it and signed before it got towed and found something on the dash. Let me take a look. I guess it'll be related somehow. there. It's an envelope. That seems to be a letter. Great! A new lead in the most pointless errand ever. If Detectives Cross won't let us investigate the murder, we don't have to give up. We should focus on what we can do instead. He only gave us this dumb job because he wants to keep us out of his hair. How does that help? That might be what he intended, but we can still use it to our advantage. He's given us a chance to show what we can do. You're right, Scout. Up until now, he's always been there. But now we can prove that we can handle something without any help. Right, we just have to find out who this letter was sent to. Nothing we can't handle. We are a team, after all. So what's it say? I can't make it to the awards tonight, sweetie. Your idiot father is remodeling the kitchen again. I hope this cute car makes up for it. Lots of love, Mom. O is for Becky. Got a pretty good idea who this belongs to. Just 1 second, Honor Mizrahi. You're not going anywhere until we talk about this detective nonsense you got yourself into. Sorry, Mom. You heard Detective Cross. We have to find out who owns that car. Oh, don't worry about him. He understands the situation perfectly well. Finally own the car yet? My mom won't let me go. Which is not a sentence that I thought I'd have to say at 29 years old. You should listen to her. She's only got your safety in mind. You're always talking about keeping me safe. What does that even mean? When have I ever been hurt? You've been lucky, but you're dealing with killers. That luck's gonna run out sooner or later. Why do you care so damn much? What are you scared of? Oh, I get it. Trust me, you don't. No, I get it. You're old. You said it yourself. They want to put you behind a desk, but you wouldn't listen. Then me and Scout come along, and we solve Blake's murder. We find the evidence, we correct the case. It's got nothing to do with it. You don't care about me, you never have. You're just scared. You're scared that I'm better than you. I swore an oath to protect and serve. You're only trying to protect yourself. It's not true. Then what are you scared of, Detective? I'm scared you're going to make a mistake. You're going to get yourself killed. Stop and think for a second, just for 1 second. What would that mean for the people who care about you? For once in your life, listen to what your mom is telling you. Walk away. This car assignment you gave me is a joke, right? I don't make jokes. Do you at least have any leads beside that letter? Now you need my help? You'd think finding the owner of a bright pink car wouldn't be too difficult. You keep talking about what my mom wants. What about what I want? I swear it's like you two are ganging up on me. She's just talking a lot of sense right now. About this whole detective thing, it's hard to explain. But why? Why do this? You had the job you went on that stupid TV program. I lost that job, Mom. Someone wanted me off the show so badly that Blake got killed over it. I can't go back. So find another show. There must be others. God knows there's enough crap on TV these days. You should be happy. You never wanted me to be an actress anyway. Happy? Happy that you're risking your neck chasing down murderers? Goddamn right I don't agree with it. Have you lost your mind? After everything that happened to your father. How can you even say that? Turns out Dick was poisoned. We're still trying to figure out exactly what happened, but... Honor, stop. But you love Dick Stanford. Don't you want justice for him? Of course I do, but not from you. You're a Detective Cross. If you want to investigate something, you find out who owns that car and then go home. How can you say I've forgotten about what happened to Dad? I flew back that night. I quit college. And you know damn well why I can't let you go down that road. He spent his whole life chasing criminals. Look where it got him. Don't you dare try to tell me what he would have wanted. I knew him a lot longer than you did. You know what? You're right. I didn't know Dad very well. He never talked to me. Don't be ridiculous. He talked to you. You did lots of things together. He read to you every night. I know. Philip Marlowe, Sherlock Holmes. Poirot? I don't know if I'm saying that right. He introduced me to all the great detectives, but never himself. It's not his fault. It was hard enough for him to talk to me about his work. You were just a kid. He was my dad. Didn't I deserve a chance to know him? All I have left is this fiction. It's not the same. You can't put yourself in danger just to feel closer to your father. Focus on the memories he left you, the photographs. That's why you gave me the locket? I would have given it to you sooner if I'd known what you were doing. It's good to see Dad at the Brown Derby again. Did you take the photo? Me? I never went to the Brown Derby. The restaurant looks like a hat-full idea, if you ask me. I always went there with his work friends, his captain, his partner. Wait, Dad had a partner? Forget about it, it's not important. I feel like it will be. He said Dad went to the Brown Derby with his partner. I don't remember Dad having a partner. Of course he had a partner. He was in the police force. Are you still in contact with them? If anyone could understand what I'm doing, it would be Dad's old partner. I think they tell you to listen to me and keep yourself safe. That's what your father would have wanted. Okay. Let's find out my dad had a partner in the LAPD. Do you think you can help me find them? Sorry, I'm homicide, not missing persons. I know, I just... if I could find them, they might be able to tell me more about my dad. I make a point of not knowing people these days. Makes the job easier. We got a photo of Dad outside his favorite restaurant. Can you at least show it around the station? Look, there are a lot of cops on the force, and the Brown Derby was a popular place. I can't help you. I didn't tell you that it was a Brown Derby. Was it him? Is he the partner? How did you know that it was my dad's favorite restaurant? Like I said, it's a popular place. Just lucky guess, I don't know. It's a small world. Wait a second, I've never noticed before, but the photo in his locket is folded in half. Scout, take a look at this. Okay. I don't believe it. You're in this photo, right next to my dad. Fine. Yes, I worked with your father for 10 years. We were partners. You knew, all this time, you knew who I was. Not at first. I hadn't seen you since you were a baby. Joshua always trying to keep work and family separate. When I saw you working to solve a case, it all clicked. It was like seeing him alive again after all these years. Why didn't you say something? Like what? Oh hey, you know who you remind me of? My dead partner. Besides, it was never the right time. I needed you to respect me as an officer of the law, not one of your dad's old friends. I thought you hated me. I was just trying to keep you out of trouble. Joshua saved my ass so many times out in patrol. The least I can do is return the favor for his daughter. Were you there when he... I want to talk about that right now. Look, maybe I can't stop you from trying to be a detective. God knows nothing could stop Joshua once he had to leave. So go right ahead, look for evidence, question people, I won't stop you, but I'm watching you like a hawk. As soon as I think you're going too far, as soon as I think you're in real danger, it ends. Do you understand me? I just think I didn't ask you what you think. Do you understand? Yes. Good. I don't hate you, Honor. I get what you're trying to do, but I have to make sure you don't get yourself in above your head. I owe him that much. You okay? Yeah, it's just a lot of information. What happened to your father? Mom never told me the details. He just went out to work one day and didn't come home again. And you were left with a blank space in your past. I understand. But Detective Cross may be able to give you some answers. Didn't you hear what he said? He doesn't want to talk about it. Not yet, but he gave us permission to keep investigating. He may be coming around. I don't know. He wasn't exactly enthusiastic. Seems like everyone's telling me to give up. Just because everyone's against you doesn't mean they're right. I guess we'll have to find out. Let's get out of here. We still got to talk to whoever owns that car. You knew about Detective Cross? I found out about Detective Cross. You knew who he was this whole time? No point trying to hide it anymore. I've known Jerry for years. And you were working together, trying to get me to stop investigating? I can't believe this, Mom. My own mother. Actually, forget that. I can't believe it. You didn't want me to be an actress. You don't want me to be a detective. What do you want, Mom? I want you to be safe, but whatever I try, you always have to do the opposite. You paid for your college tuition, you dropped out and started acting. I set you up with Ryan, a successful businessman. You get a divorce. Doesn't that all tell you something? It tells me you still got a lot to learn. Getting sick of having to watch over you all the time. And don't! I'm almost 30. I can make my own goddamn decisions. And look where that's gotten you. Did you know Detective Cross was in this photo? Of course not. Didn't know he'd be here tonight. Either. Too many surprises one day, if you ask me. You don't like him? I'm sure he's good. I'm sure he's a good detective. He was a good friend of your father's. I just didn't expect to see him, that's all. Okay. Go for a little bit longer. I'm trying to find like a good break in the story. I was hoping that I could finish this chapter. That Becky? She's been in the bathroom since she left from the ceremony. Do you think she knows that Dick's been murdered? Knowing Becky, she'll probably think he deserved it for not giving her that award. Welcome back! I was worried you were going to stay in the restroom all night. What? Don't be stupid, Honor. I just had to fix my makeup, that's all. Did you hear what happened? Of course I did. The cops made me give a statement. Like, what's the point? I didn't see anything. And if that wasn't bad enough, Bobby Price just tried to make a pass at me. It's hard work being the center of attention. I found this torn up sheet of paper. Was it supposed to be your acceptance speech? Oh, that? Don't be silly. It was something I was writing for the show, like a script. You're writing an award acceptance speech for a script? I have more talents than just acting, Honor. I was going to take it to the writer's room, because that's where the writers are. But it's all torn up now, so I guess I can't. Oh well. Someday I'll be on the cover of some Love Life. Really want the tabloids printing rumors about your life. All publicity is good publicity, Honor. The second they stop writing about you, you might as well be dead. Where did you get that? The cops found it on the dash of a pink 4x4 outside. Was that your car? Because it's been towed. Good! My one of us were preparing to see me win a Starshine Award. And I couldn't even do that. Mom thinks she can buy my forgiveness with some hideous hot pink monstrosity? I'm glad it got towed. They can crush the damn thing for all I care. By the way, I'm gonna need a ride home tonight. Sorry, Becky. I know what it's like to not have your parents' support. It sucks. Why couldn't they just be here? You don't need them. You've got us. Forget it. I didn't even win anyway. We solved the mystery of the pink car. Now Detective Cross will finally trust us. Don't get your hopes up. He only gave us that case to keep us busy. But I bet he couldn't count on us solving it this fast. We're a great team, like Holmes and Watson, Cagney and Lacey, Shaggy and Scooby. We really need to talk about how much TV you're watching. No mystery will go unsolved, no stone left unpunished, no criminal left unturned. I like your enthusiasm. But there was something else. Come on, partner, there's a murder to solve. Hey, wait up. Is that Detective Cross? Who's the hottie he's with? It's my dad. Wow. I've got to give your mom props for locking that down. Sorry I didn't get Best Actress. If it's any consolation, we all thought you deserved it. Everyone knows I deserve it. Well, everyone except those brainless nobodies in the Starshine Committee, apparently. You're a great actress, Becky. You don't need to win an award for people to take you seriously. What would you know? You've never been shortlisted. Pretty crazy what happened to Dick Stanford, huh? Let's be honest, he was ancient and his career was over. It was gonna happen soon enough anyway. Becky, he was murdered. Have you seen inside a retirement home? If I ever get that old and irrelevant, I hope someone does the same to me. Bobby Price made a pass at you? Can you blame him? I didn't even know he was back yet. Wasn't that long ago he was in a cell. Another innocent person put away by Honor Mizrahi and Scout. What a fearsome duo. Anyway, enough about us. Let's get back to you. My favorite subject. Bobby started telling me all about his TV show, and as if that's supposed to impress me. Like we all have TV shows. This is Hollywood. Still, he is kind of cute. And a spot on Huck show could be good for publicity. Just be careful, case isn't over yet. He could still turn out to be the murderer. I am thinking about going on a show, Honor, not marrying him. I am not stupid enough to make that mistake. Ouch. It'll be easier to search the place now that Cross isn't breathing down our necks. Understood. Setting scan mode to high resolution. think I've about reached my limit for these types of puzzles today. Hell, I was playing another Picross game before I even started streaming this. Probably stop and take a quick break after I've gotten to like what I feel is a good stopping point, which I assume has to be coming up soon. I might not finish this chapter, but I'll at least get close. Then we'll play Lego Racer for like an hour or so. That's the plan, at least. I feel like the cursor's lagging. The telephone? No. Briefcase? It was like old school television, telephone shaped. There's a bunch of letters here from Dick's lawyers. Says and desist. Says and desist. I wonder if Dick was trying to stop someone from getting to the press about him. It's right here in these letters. You think this is related to the rumors in the Celeb Life magazine? It must be. It says the guy's name was Alex Costa. He accused Dick of being abusive and intimidating. Based on our interaction with him, that sounds accurate. Sustained verbal abuse over a period of many years, volatile, ill-tempered, created a hostile work environment. No wonder he wanted to go to the press. If this is true, Dick would have made Becky seem like an angel. Everyone who worked with him must have known about this. Why was he allowed to keep his job? That's easy. Money. No TV network wants to find the biggest star. It's easier just to make sure nothing ever goes public. Well, that and he's a powerful man in the city run by powerful men. You can be sure Kathleen wouldn't have gotten away with being so difficult. But these files say someone was trying to tell the truth. That would make it hard to ensure that it never went public. Yep, and Dick called in his lawyers to shut them down. Do you think that could drive someone to murder? Sounds like a possible motive to me. We should see if anybody knows this Alex Costa guy. I did see this one. And look, it made all the difference. Oh, it's a PDA doc. Now we can get the info that's on that thing. Wow, it's a... What is it? It's a doc for the PDA we found earlier. Good news, it provides a serial interface, which means I can use this to access the PDA. I just need a moment to break the password protection. Can I not? I can't mark incorrect ones. I'm in! I have full access to Dick's files. Great! Was he working on anything recently? There is a spreadsheet file, last edited earlier today. Best new comedy, 26,500 off the grid, paid. Best actor, 33,000. Oh. Best actress. So it's a tracker of like who's paying for the awards. They're all Starshine Award winners. Dick must have been taking bribes for the awards committee. Honor, there is one more. Murder Miss Terry. Disqualification. $50,000. Paid. Someone paid $50,000 to disqualify us? Who? There's no name here, but Ryan. Didn't Ryan pay that exact amount to an anonymous bank account? I think it's time we had a talk with my ex-husband. No, I still think Bobby did it. He's got the motive, the opportunity. Is poison his style? He doesn't seem like the kind of guy to think that far ahead. Excuse me, that's my agent calling. How's the investigation going? Is it true Bobby got released already? It's true, Bobby didn't kill Dick. He just thought he did. I have to say, I'm surprised. Sounded like you had the case all wrapped up. I thought so too. Until we found out Dick was poisoned. Now we're back at square one. Poisoned, but... It's not really my place to say, but just because Bobby admitted to strangling Dick doesn't mean he didn't poison him too. Can you think of any way Dick might have been poisoned before he got on stage for his award? I'm sorry, I don't know where he was before the presentation. Have you checked his dressing room? You know that Dick was taking bribes to rig the Starshine Awards? What? That's terrible. I had no idea. Do you think that's why he was killed? Is this yours? 40 years without a drink? You should be proud. I haven't even been alive that long. Of course, I'm so sorry. You don't look a day over 35. I'm 29. This medallion actually belonged to Dick. Really? He never mentioned it. For a man of his age and temperament, I always assumed. Well, doesn't matter now. Dick was trying to block a guy called Alex Costa from talking to the press. Apparently Dick was a real piece of work off camera. That doesn't surprise me, and it answers the question of who leaked those rumors to Celeb Live. So it's true. I suppose there's no sense in trying to hide it anymore. He's dead now, anyway. The truth is, Dick was always difficult to work with. He hated the idea of a woman coming onto his show, but the network insisted. I put up with a lot for the sake of my career. Did you know Alex Costa? We'd like to speak to him. Sorry, I haven't kept in contact with anyone from the show. It's a time I'd rather forget about. You might have better luck asking Bobby. A lot of the old crew stayed on when he took over. Wait a second, it reminds me. I mean, I could be wrong, but any information you could have could be useful in this Cartwright. Well, I think Bobby's mother was called Alexandra. Are you sure? Yes, I remember now. He introduced phone rings. I hear your suspect was released without charge. You seem to be making a habit of this, Honor. That's wrong about Bobby. I admit that, but I'm not giving up. Good for you! I hear the detective even gave you a special assignment. We already solved it. Now we're looking for the murderer again. Is that so? Well, I'm sure you'll do your best. I don't like this guy. I really am hoping more and more that it was him. I heard you were talking to Kathleen about the poisoning. What do you make of it? I don't think Bobby did it, if that's what you're asking. That doesn't leave many suspects. Kathleen, Becky, you. Watch it, Binary Boy. You got nothing on me, and you know it. Besides, if I'd killed Dick, do you really think I'd be stupid enough to hang around afterwards? The killer's probably long gone by now. Not so sure. Something tells me this thing with Dick was personal. They might be sticking around to see how things play out. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you're a psychologist now, as well as a detective. I don't suppose you're feeling more talkative about that $50,000 payment? Damn it, Honor, I told you that it was private business. That $50,000 business arrangement of yours, that was for Dick, wasn't it? I don't know what you're talking about. Don't lie to me, Ryan. I've got the data right here. That's why you met up with him earlier, isn't it? You paid him off. You had murder Miss Terry, who disqualified from the Starshine Awards. Get ready, Scout. Honor's got another one of her wild theories. We got no evidence. Is my name anywhere on that spreadsheet? I don't think so. Maybe not. But it's pretty convenient that Dick was murdered before any of this went public, isn't it? Are you actually suggesting I murdered him? Do you realize how crazy that sounds? You know, you're never going to be happy if you can't learn to trust people. How about you leave the investigating to the cops and let me take you home? You're tired. No. I know what I'm doing, Ryan. I've got no evidence. I've got the evidence right here on this PDA. I told you, you paid $50,000 to an anonymous account. You were seen arguing with Dick. Maybe your name isn't written down, but I know you, Ryan. This has your fingerprints all over it. You're investigating. You're inventing connections that aren't there. How am I supposed to talk to you when you're acting like this? I knew there was a reason he was here tonight. Is he always like this? Pretty much. Whenever things aren't looking good for me, he finds some way to tear it down. Why did you marry him? It was different. He was different. At the start, he was so kind, so attentive. It made me feel I was the most important thing in the world. Then we got married and suddenly he changed. He was more critical, more volatile. I was always walking on eggshells around him. If he was happy, it was because I'd done something right. And if he was mad, well, that was my fault too. I was the center of his universe, but my universe was shrinking by the day. I stopped seeing friends, family. He even wanted me to quit the show. And if I ever tried to bring it up with him, he'd say I was imagining it. Luckily, Casey worked out what was going on and made me snap out of it. It took a long time, but I got away eventually. I'm glad you distanced yourself from him. Apparently, it wasn't far enough. I think it's time we review the new evidence. Agreed. Ryan is now quite a convincing suspect. That spreadsheet suggested he paid Dick to rig the Starshine Awards. Kathleen saw them arguing earlier, so maybe the deal didn't go smoothly. Maybe Dick tried to increase the price, or threatened to go public, and Ryan killed him to protect himself. But he's not the only suspect. There's also the matter of Alex Costa. Right. Dick was trying to keep Alex from going to the press about him. He almost succeeded, but Celeb Life still printed the accusations as rumors. That could have been enough to stoke a fire between those two. Maybe Alex poisoned Dick to get revenge. The only problem with that is we don't know where Alex is. Right now, the question isn't where, but who. No one seems to have heard of Alex Costa. What if he's not even a real person? First, it's people saying things they don't mean. Now it's people that aren't actually real? Humans are so confusing. No, there's a real person behind it. I think Alex Costa is a fake name. Whoever it is didn't want risk getting found out. They've been right here the whole time. Well, Alexa Costa is like the mother of Bobby. Bobby is Alex Costa. Dick was sabotaging Bobby's TV show. This was his way of getting revenge. A solid motive, we can be sure. We've already had Bobby arrested once, and we were wrong. Maybe we weren't. Maybe he knew Dick was poisoned and strangled him to finish the job. Not to mention, Kathleen said she thinks Bobby's mother is called Alexandra. Alexandra Price. Alex Costa. Of course. Price. Cost. It all fits. In that case, the only remaining uncertainty is how he poisoned Dick. I suggest we find Bobby and try to find Bobby. He may reveal more under the pressure of this new evidence. Becky said he spoke to her after he was released. We should see if she knows where he is. Can I help you? That was weird. Honor, What, is something wrong? Oh, it's nothing, just a sensor glitch. We should look for Becky. Becky, are you here? Damn it, she was here a minute ago. Okay, I'm gonna save. Looks like we're gonna have to split this. That's fine. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break. And then we'll come back and play some Lego. Alright, be back soon. Thanks for watching.